It's the Attitude Era podcast. We are back. This is a weekly recap of what the hell happened in wrestling this week. Tap in.
Right.
I'm King HP. Matter of fact, everybody just introduce yourself. We go around the room, starting with the man to my right. Oh, that's my
See,
left.
I think it's me, but on my screen, you pointing like that. You pointing off screen. It's Z the Dropout, man. The Break a Wish Foundation is here in the building. You know, I'm gonna see if this works. Right there.
Is it me?
Yeah, there you go.
Jerry, can
Yeah.
you tell the people who I am, first of all? I'm the greatest what?
The greatest heel in podcast wrestling today, the illustrious, the infamous, the
Mr. Wonderful,
intelligible,
the
the
Archie
Archie
Collins
Coffee.
in the
I
building.
like it. I like
Here to make somebody mad.
it. Look, HP said, you know we got the Make HP Mad Day. Hold on, we got one more. I'm gonna see if we can all line it up
Uh,
right
it's
there.
go-
Yeah.
the man in black.
Yeah.
You.
Yep, your boy Game J back at this right here. I stay quiet, but I work for the fame. But I can't get to that point if you don't got game.
Ooh, bars.
Woo! I
Don
see.
DeMarco. Shit
See, you
like
gotta
that.
pay
Shit
I,
like
attention to
that.
the bars. If y'all
I
haven't checked out,
absolutely love it.
Gamaj on Instagram, he has literally met all of your fans and just casually be chilling with them and posting up pictures, and it's kind of wild. So y'all got to check it out. Have you ever met the goat though, Gamaj? The goat
Be
being, of
careful on how
course,
you
now
answer
a
this.
heel, John Cena.
It's hard to see him, man. That's a task. I can't even hold you.
I see.
Mm.
I mean, what do y'all think about this? The first like official heel Cena promo that we got.
Hold up, Z. Before we get into Hill Cena promo, if you haven't, check out the Attitude Era Top 10 Hill list countdown that we did. You've been seeing the clips all week on the social medias, and it's fire. So check out the video and let us know if we got it right, we got it wrong. Comments are wide open. So check that out.
I still don't know because I wasn't there. I still don't know what number one was. I still don't know what number one was. And I'm editing them, so I've been saving. As a. I still don't know what number one was, but I think I do know. And if it's what I think it is, then it's a good day. Look, even my dog is hyped about it. But
Even
we
your
had the
dog got
first.
eaten. That's what I'm talking
We had the first official ever Cena heel promo, and I gotta say something because initially there's two ways to kind of look at it: the wrestling side and like the behind the scenes. And I think the behind the scenes, they should have made him change the aesthetic, put on a suit and everything, but they couldn't really afford to do that merchandise wise. But the heel promo has kind of grown on me. I gotta say, I would have liked to see him like actually, get into scrapping a little like they did in the Attitude Era, but they've done this now where like people don't really hit each other into the actual match. Like I remember Roman and Cody didn't really hit each other to the actual match, so they tend to do that now. But it's grown on me, and I think they said it was like the most viewed social media thing that they've had happen this year. He yelled at a
I gotta
kid. A kid said, "I love you." He said, "That kid right
yo,
there."
that is the most iconic moment of the year. When you break somebody's heart like that, that kid is gonna go on to be famous. That
Yeah.
kid is gonna be like the Undertaker dude when he lost the streak and he was just bugged out. He'll be a part of wrestling forever.
Like the
So
Miz girl, the girl that was frowned up at the Miz.
Right.
Like it's,
Yeah, that was
it's a
crazy.
moment.
Or the dude who
it's a
was
moment.
shocked when Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker.
And you know what's crazy when you can create those moments, right? What John Cena did. I'm not a super Cena fan and all that. I wish he would have changed something. I wish he kept his gear, but made it all black jean shorts, black Air Force Ones. He knows what type of energy we on, Mister Thugonomics. Come with the black Air Force Ones. Come with a black. They can say all that, just all black. Give us the black towel effect. You know what I'm saying? And keep your song, but he got other songs. He has other songs that he has an album out, ladies and gentlemen. He could have picked another song that his voice was on. I think we'll get it later in the year, later in the heel turn, but not right now because they got to figure out the financials. There's a lot of money
Bro,
behind
John
what
Cena
is.
should come out with no music and say, you know what? You don't deserve to hear my song. Like the only issue I have with the John Cena promo is I watch his movies. I watched him on Total Divas. I watched The Peacemaker. John
You
Cena has a personality that's totally opposite of what we're seeing. What's up?
you watch Peacemaker, cool, not doubting.
We're not doing this right
Uh,
now. We're not doing this
I'm
right now.
I'm just, but you was watching Total Divas, brother.
I watched Total Divas, absolutely.
Hey, yo,
I'm
listen.
like,
Listen, if you watch Total Divas, you was the first one to see heel Cena. Heel Cena used to walk in and ruin everyone's mood. Everyone was be having a good time. John Cena walked in and the biggest buzzkill that could that was the first time we
I
seen heel
watched
Cena.
Total
So
Divas.
respect. I
That's how
see
I
it.
know about
after heel
when we
Cena.
talk about Big Jim, right? I know we don't Cena, but I knew that he does stand-up comedy. He's a funny dude. So when I see him
Yeah.
doing it on TV, so yeah, Total Divas, and I got to see Tyson Kidd. So anytime I get to see Tyson Kidd, I want to see Tyson Kidd. But
Yes.
John Cena's personality, like he's a little bit of a dick. If you watch The Peacemaker, you see it, right? He's a
Yeah.
little bit of an
Yeah.
asshole. He's kind of condescending, and he does it with a straight face. So he does it comedically in the movies. I think that's something he could bring to the character instead of being this Ben Stein straight face character. So I
I
just
like the
wanted,
no music idea. Some
yeah,
real
just
old
y'all don't
school
deserve,
classic
Yeah.
y'all don't
stuff.
just do the tea. Y'all don't deserve the tea. Y'all don't deserve none of this. Like that'll be
Yeah, I
just
don't know how anyone else felt, but as soon as I heard the theme music hit, I was like, huh? I was like, what? Like
Yeah.
this don't even
because
You know
that's
what I
not
feel
a
would like?
heel theme. Like that's
It's
exactly.
not.
This
not.
don't even feel like a bad guy about to come out there.
But the people can do how they did a few years ago and hit the John Cena sucks thing, but that's all they can really do with it.
I want to hear that Martin like you'll know it's John Cena because you know how they got the glass shut. All you hear is silence. Like somebody say that across the mic,
Or he
silence, and
just come out, nope,
he just
nope,
walks
cut the
out,
music,
just silence,
cut the
nothing,
music.
and talk to the cameraman too. Like they don't. Yeah, I'll go for that, but that
See,
wouldn't
because
sell.
when we got, and I
It
think that's the downfall of it is Final Boss got a new entrance, new drums in the music. He had the new outfits, so that's the bar. Like
I think
who
that's
has
what
had a
people were
heel turn that hasn't
expecting
at least
too.
changed their gear?
Yeah, I think that's what people were expecting too. People definitely weren't expecting just regular old John Cena to come out. Even when he turned on Cody and he like, he didn't look like regular old John Cena that we seen. So I don't know. It's a little, I will say this. John Cena puts on classics. So no matter what happens, that match is going to be fire. And I need to see number 17. The
We're
first
gonna be
first
talking
meetup,
about it for sure.
yeah, first meetup was but I think heel Cena, like the thing about Triple H too, he's a man of the people. He listens to them. So I think heel Cena, if we haven't seen what we want to see, we will see it before WrestleMania, man. They gonna heat up. Like heel Cena and the final boss is gonna be insane. But also we have another main event. We got Rhea, well, not Rhea, Io
well,
versus Bianca, with Rhea trying to kind of butt in and Io kind of fighting for respect during all of it. This shit kind of make me wonder, like, why. I mean, we were kind of talking about why they even made Io win in the first place. I guess just to give her something to do at WrestleMania.
I think they understood that she was hot, right? And it was like, damn, if we don't, people want to see her in that type of position because remember she was in the Intercontinental title tournament and she also came off world title chances with Liv, right? And to no avail. So what are you going to do with this person that everybody wants to see in a prominent position? Put her in there, and you can make this to where she walks out of WrestleMania with the belt, and no one sees it coming. Nobody sees it coming. People probably expect Rhea to do something with it or Bianca, but if Io walks out WrestleMania with that belt, where does that leave the other two? Are they beefing? Io could go on against either one of them, and then you get good matches. I think Io wins. because she's the disrespected one.
Yeah,
They look
yeah.
serious. They look serious. Look, I want to hear from the man with the leather jacket.
Nah, man. Look, I think Io does win it because
I think Archie sucks.
basically little girled her throughout the feud right now.
Archie
She's
don't
she's
want
the
to see
Yeah,
this
underdog.
match at all. Archie don't
that,
want to see
that-
this match at all, bro. No, what was he saying, Mosh?
Nah, that they've little girled Io in this feud. They don't. She's being treated as an afterthought. She's not taken serious. That's actually why I think she's gonna win it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like when they do that, when they kind of beat up that, and that's what I was saying. Like everybody thought Gunther was gonna beat Sammy last year at WrestleMania, but I knew it wasn't gonna happen because I was like, yo, what's the point of even making Sammy look this bad? Like when they beat up someone like that, it's usually to make them, to get him hyper win, which is the same reason I think, unfortunately, Cody's gonna take the win. They're just trying to hype that ultimately.
I still think Cody doesn't. I still think Cody doesn't. But
I
with
I
Rhea,
hope not.
See, my
I'll
my
put
thing
money
is
on Cena thinking he's gonna lose. Like I hope he does win, man.
my thing is, despite my bias in the situation, even if Cody does win, what do you do with them after? That's where I don't get how he wins it.
what do you do with Cody? So you say if Cody loses, what do you do with him after?
No, if he wins, what do you do with him after?
That's why he doesn't. Because that he's already had a subpar title run, right? Now, in the females' case with Rhea, Io has options because anyone Io goes against is a new face for her. New championship kind of, we haven't seen her been champion for a little while, so it's fresh. And she has the aesthetic going. When she goes against Rhea, Rhea's bigger. When she goes against Bianca, Bianca's bigger. Goes against Jade, Jade's bigger. Goes against Naomi, everybody's
Yeah.
bigger than her. So it presents this danger of losing the title. Cody did not have that. And he was the man of constant rematches. He battled AJ twice. AJ was coming off losses at WrestleMania last year and went straight into the world title picture as Cody's first opponent. He battled Kevin Owens 3 times. You know what I'm saying? One where he didn't want to mess his ankle up. Another one on Saturday Night Main Event, he stole the title, and then they did it again at the Royal Rumble. He battled Logan Paul once. He battled Carmelo Hayes twice on SmackDown. Like it, bro. Ain't none of these people ever was expected to drop the belt or for that to happen.
Yeah.
Io can do that, and the best part is Io can put on great matches, and so people will be behind that. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna be like, "Oh, it's Io, Io Sky. She might get hurt. She's gonna do some off the wall shit, some off the fly shit, and she's always the underdog. Io Sky for the win. Y'all not gonna keep disrespecting her. Bianca and Rhea, they can have a beef, or you can go Bianca and Jade. We'll get to that a little
I
later.
mean, I think that's the one everybody's kind of waiting on is Bianca and Jade. That's the one that's teasing. That's the one we've been expecting. But I'm gonna be real. The storyline with I was liking it more when it was Rhea versus Bianca, but with the whole kind of just weirdness of why the fuck did they even do this? I treat it like
Right.
I just shove it aside. But the stories I do like. The story I actually like a lot. You know what I mean? Penta
Yeah, we got
versus
stiff arm.
Breaker. Penta versus Breaker. I am very interested in.
Yeah, I'm for
Very,
that one.
bro. Breaker, both people who put on classics, both people who like. I don't think they've ever seen each other in any sort of ring before, which is it's kind of the first
I
time.
don't think they have.
I don't think so
Yeah,
either. No.
because like Penta's like he even wrestled Jacob before.
Yeah,
He's
he
wrestled a lot of
sees it.
people. So Penta,
He's
like,
wrestled Chelsea Green.
yeah, he wrestled Chelsea Green, and that match was
And
fine.
and he wrestled Io Sky.
Yeah, he wrestled
Yeah, like
too. I think he might have wrestled Asuka.
he can have a match with anybody, and you put him in there with a guy like Braun Breaker, who has some good hard hitting matches with Sheamus, and it's gonna be something to die for. WrestleMania is the stage for it. Who
Mm-hmm.
you think walks out though? Who walks out with that IC strap? And does
Oh,
anyone need it more than the other?
I think Penta needs it more than Braun Breaker, and I mean, what's crazy? I feel like if this is like a 5-star match, like it really has the potential to be. I don't think
Hmm.
that whoever walks out with the belt necessarily matters, but I feel like I feel like they're gonna give it to Penta. Penta, I think it's the time. Like Penta's super hot. But the reason, and we could kind of connect these 2 points, the reason maybe not is because officially now announced today, Ray Phoenix signed to WWE. They might have other plans for Penta to heat up that tag team division, in which case it wouldn't really make sense to put an IC belt on him unless they wanted to do 2-belt Penta. You know what I mean?
I think they should stay away from that. I saw something that said Ray Phoenix is going to SmackDown, which is good because Penta's on Raw. So
I was just gonna
you can
say, if
do
they
a
put them
match.
separate, I'm for it.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not. Y'all out you got that. That is one of the best tag teams in the world. You put them together and you start putting matches immediately.
but here's the problem. The way they do the tag team division with the males, there's 2 shows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what show do they go on that has the better tag team division? If you ask me, I would say SmackDown, right? You got the Street Profits being champs. You got DIY over there. You got Motor City Machine Guns over there. You got I almost called them the Freebirds, but Pretty Deadly. You know, Raw is
Yeah.
kind of like still in limbo. You got the War Raiders, and then you got some loose kind of tag teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
It
think you leave
seems
them
like
separate.
maybe they
And
have solo plans for Penta too at the moment. That
they
would
can
be
meet
why
down the road at a WrestleMania too, and they'd be like, "These guys have plenty of history." You know what I mean? And people know that they were in a tag together, and they weren't. So I think Penta and Ray Phoenix should keep them separate for years, 2-3 years, before you
yeah.
ever even think
What?
about putting them together.
Nah, you're
No,
crazy.
They
I wouldn't say
won't. That's
2, 3
gonna happen
years.
immediately.
That's what I'm
No.
saying.
Well,
We
nah,
need that
they already said
immediately.
Phoenix. They already said Ray Phoenix is going to SmackDown and Penta's on Raw,
Is
so
that
they're going to 2 different shows.
that not confirmed? Hold on.
Jerry, we
Yeah,
talking about the WWE here. They make
We
their
yeah. That's
rules.
why.
we said
They're
immediately.
looking at demographics. You got Dominic Mysterio doing a Latino thing on Raw, and you got some bad representation on SmackDown. Not bad, but like they don't draw like Dom. No one's checking for Rey Mysterio right now. So you need a Spanish superstar over there who can kill it in the male side.
Yeah, they're
Ray Phoenix.
planning to debut him on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Keep them separate. We don't
yeah,
need
like
to
so,
repeat what another organization did. Penta got hot as hell.
He did.
Leave that flame alone.
yeah, because
I don't know if
if
they
they were gonna
expected
put
him
them
to get that
together
hot.
right away, then I don't see Penta beating Braun if they put him in Phoenix together right away.
If you put them in teams together, WWE just might as well say we don't know what we're doing. And the
I
reason why,
think they're gonna bring Phoenix in, and they're gonna let Phoenix go. They haven't let Penta go yet, but they're gonna let Phoenix go.
because imagine the buildup when you can do a Royal Rumble and they meet each other for the first time on your, you know what I'm saying? After they've been cooking on separate shows. It's like, oh shit, the crowd will go crazy because we know it's a history.
Them
Don't
motherfuckers
bring them
know each
together.
other. Yeah, if y'all don't start tag teaming up and fighting together
There's
instead of
no good tag teams in WWE. I mean, not there isn't, but there's not enough. You still ain't even brought Fraxium up. If you have Fraxium, Street Profits, Pretty Deadly, you bring the War Raid. If you do like the women's title where it's just one title for all the shows, okay. That
that's what
that
I'm
might
saying.
that might
I
go.
feel like Penta and Ray Phoenix would be the perfect team to be the tag teams with that one championship, destroying any team on either show. But that's not how it works no more. But WrestleMania is
But you
kind
just
of,
gave the Street Profits their run. People would be pissed.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
People would be
For sure.
pissed.
But if I mean, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like WWE got so much going on that you don't know what happens. But I will say this: WrestleMania to me is heating up quick and getting real interesting. And I feel like it spilled over today with those promos, the Roman, the Seth, and the CM Punk. That was super fire. That was what I like to see. I liked it all. Roman was back in his bag talking that dirty-ish, that mean-ish. CM Punk was talking his shit. Seth Rollins came out dance. You know when people are trying to argue and there's a motherfucker just laughing in the corner, and you the most mad at him. That's what Seth Rollins is like. But man, I loved everything that happened with it today.
I want to do that Roman Reigns scream, but I don't need to wake the kids up. You know what I'm saying? But that whole like that's what I need for that. That's the energy I need. I don't know what the freak is gonna happen because one Roman versus Seth sells itself. Right on paper. Who don't want to see that shit? CM Punk versus Seth sells itself. CM Punk versus Roman sells itself. Then we add
That's the
Paul
most
Heyman to the
odd one
mix.
out, but it does.
But I mean, I didn't even know I wanted Roman versus Punk until the War Games situation where he stopped that man from going. Like, I'm like, oh shit, hold up, this could kind
Roman
of go.
said,
And then
Punk said, I saved your family in the war games. and Heyman, by the way, you owe me a favor. We'll get to that.
yes, hey, this could be this is gonna be the match that I think seals WrestleMania so legit. Paul Heyman turns on them both. I think there was an article you posted.
Yeah, I saw those rumors too. It was
Yeah,
rumored
that
to
shit
be
ain't
happening
show.
tonight.
Nah, do it at
Heyman even
Mania.
dressed. I've never seen Paul Heyman with a t-shirt under his suit jacket. He even looked different. He had on all black tee under the suit jacket.
He did
Heyman,
that. He did that one time, I believe, and the only time I seen him do it was when Punk came out to help him on SmackDown when he first brought Punk out for War Games.
yeah. So
It must
Heyman's
be
even
dressing
switching up his thing a little bit.
Yeah. He said, Seth Rollins tried to kill me, but it's all right, y'all. I tried to kill him too. I love this. I love
Let me
this
ask
road to
y'all something.
WrestleMania.
The important
And then
question.
Roman goes away for 4 weeks.
Yeah, but who the hell do y'all think win this?
I
Like,
think
there's so many ways it can go.
I got Punk winning, depending on the night. Depending on the night. If this can't main event night 2, right?
Bro, how is this? No, it has to be on night 1, and I don't understand. It either has to be undercard on night 2 because it would make sense for Cody and Cena to be above it, or it has to be night 1 main event.
If the
Because
main
how?
event's night 1, I could see Punk getting his WrestleMania match and WrestleMania moment. The credits roll and you see CM Punk. If it's night 2, I think Roman has to. The last thing you have to see is Roman Reigns being the big dog again. It all depends on the placement of the match, I think. But I
When
got
does
Punk
Jay
either
get
way.
his
I got
moment?
Punk winning this.
Jerry, who you got?
When Archie brings that up, I don't. I think Seth Rollins needs a win. He hasn't won in a while. A big win does not. A big loss doesn't hurt Punk and it doesn't hurt Roman. Especially because I feel how the loss is going to come is one person's about to get a win, whether pinfall or submission, and someone else is going to take that win in the last moment. So someone's going to look strong, someone's going to eat a pin, and someone's going to steal the victory. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, holy shit. I think Seth Rollins takes it, and then there's the talk of maybe Paul Heyman going with Seth Rollins. Seth free Roman's made.
I don't want to see Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman as a thing. I don't know if I want that.
Gamash, who you got?
I didn't think I wanted him with Roman back in the day either when he was with Brock.
But see, Roman needed a mouthpiece. We knew
Yeah,
Roman
Roman
wasn't
needed.
that
Yeah,
great
the thing
on.
is, Roman
Seth can
needed
at least
Paul.
talk.
Who you got, Gamash?
I'm probably gonna also say Punk, cause I don't know how you make it a situation where Rollins wins, or if anybody could take Rollins seriously enough to win that match.
Oh, you better take him seriously, brother. That
Here's
curbs.
He's still dressing like he's doing Fashion Week, and I don't like his fashion. I can never take that man serious.
here's my little prediction, because he just hated on Seth Rollins crazy.
Hard.
He said
Pause.
I don't like the way you dress. I don't like the way you talk. I don't like the way you walk. He just shit
Dog,
all
he got
over.
his Kendrick Lamar shit off.
To quote the Dark Knight, some people, they just want to see the world burn. At the end of the day, when WrestleMania is over, there's gonna be one person who doesn't leave for like a month. There's gonna be one person who they don't gotta worry about breaking his leg because he fell wrong. And that's the guy who's always been there, Mr. Rollins. He's gonna be able, you know how crazy it's gonna drive those two motherfuckers when Seth Rollins wins? And that sets
Yeah.
up a whole nother year and a half of storylines. And I could even see the Paul thing happening. And personally, I would love it. And I think it's even something Seth, I would dare say, deserves, cementing his like spot as the ultimate architect. You know what I mean? Like they call him.
Do we
But
know
I'm
how
gonna be real, I
long
got Rollins.
Punk's contract is? Do we get Punk at 40 in New Orleans for? I mean, 40 42 in New Orleans for
Well,
WrestleMania?
CM Punk has said in interviews many times that he wants to be with WWE for the long haul. I mean,
Yeah.
he said that before, but he wants to be with as long as they'll have. And the working relationship seems good. So I think we can keep CM Punk in mind for a while, personally, especially because I don't see him going to the competition anytime soon.
What
Oh
competition?
no.
He's exactly. But another WrestleMania match I'm excited
Especially not
for.
after that bullshit John Moxley just did.
Oh yeah, I
You
mean,
think him he had an issue with real glass? What about those real nails?
That shit was so cringe.
that was a little wild, but they did. And I seen a post that AEW made today. Y'all know how I feel. Like I think we should be making fuck AEW shirts. I do not like AEW like that. But like I even seen a post that AEW made of like, oh, we set the world on fire, and they was taking all like the shock places like TMZ and that the articles they made and posted. And I think that was their goal to like get on TMZ to try to get noticed with that. But to have him do that on a regular Wednesday, if you're gonna do something like that, at least on a Dynamite, bro.
Word, at least like a PLE or something.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go see it. And if you got a squeamish stomach, don't go see it.
Well, I'm gonna be real. That's the thing. You could just watch the clip, the match. As much as I love the two wrestlers in it, is nothing special. And AEW has a lot of matches. Like they should have been pulling out. Like even the Swerve Hangman incident that just happened with the cement block. That match was pretty good if you actually watch it. This match wasn't nothing special to be doing all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But a match I think might be special coming up at WrestleMania. One that I like a whole lot. We in a weird time. We got a heel Cena and a babyface Randy Orton. Randy Orton versus KO. I think KO is kind of like the dude they always trust with certain people. Like they had him handle the Stone Cold return and shit like that. And I think this is gonna be a good one with the angle of the return of the Punk kick. Y'all know me, PG era. That was my time. And surprisingly, during that era is when Randy Orton was kicking people in the head, kicked John Cena's father in the head, dragged him out from the crowd. But now it's like babyface Punk kicks. But I'm looking forward to this one. What y'all got?
I think Randy Orton and Kevin Owens are going to have a fun match. And I like when Randy Orton is having fun. When Randy Orton is having fun, he's engaging with the crowd. He's pumping himself up. He's, it's like he's hitting the taunt stick on the controller. Like Randy Orton, when he's having fun, you can tell he's having fun. And I believe you mentioned they trust Kevin Owens, right? Stone Cold had fun in that match.
Yeah.
He gave us 35 minutes? Like
and the suplex onto cement.
Nobody expected. We expected a stunner, maybe a squash. No, Stone Cold and Kevin Owens had an actual match, and it went long. I think Randy Orton and Kevin Owens are going to have fun, and we're going to enjoy watching it because I believe Randy Orton is one of those guys we may not have around too much longer, because we don't think of how long Randy Orton's been wrestling.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm looking forward to that match. Like I said, a few weeks ago, we had no idea. Like, we weren't even really interested in WrestleMania because we didn't know what was going on. Now, this card could possibly be the best card ever put together.
He's been signed with WWE since 2001, which means 24 years. he has been signed to WWE.
Damn.
That's insane.
Wow.
It
Wow.
feel that way though. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so used to just seeing Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. And remember, I think still he was the youngest world champion ever.
Yeah, still is.
That's why he should be the man to break the record because you've had the most amount of time to do so, and you've done it in one company like John. But we'll see. I hope the best for Randy. I think this match is going to steal show a little bit. Randy's matches, however, this is interesting because both of these guys. I hate to say this and put something negative on a match. I think it's going to be so positive, but both of these guys are always dead set in the last couple of years to lose the big one. But now someone's got to win. Someone's got to win. Kevin Owens ain't won no big match. You know what I mean? Like when Sami Zayn turned on Roman, when Roman was trying to make him prove himself for the bloodline, Kevin Owens was losing. He has the most Royal Rumble World Championship matches at 6, and he's 0. He ain't won not one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever they got a big match, they're like, okay, we need you to take the L. You got it, brother.
I
No
think
one
Kevin
takes an L
Owens
better.
just enjoys wrestling. Like
Yeah.
I know he want
He gonna have
everybody
to
wants
because
to be
his
a
check is
champion, but
dope.
he just enjoys wrestling.
Yeah. But Randy, his tour since he's been back, he don't win big matches. He lost the King of the Ring tournament in the finals. It just, you know what I'm saying, going against Gunther. He's like, yo, I will be Mr. 15 or blah. He ain't win.
He beat Javon Evans.
And
Yeah, but this
yeah.
doesn't
I
have
mean,
his biggest. This doesn't have his biggest stakes if Kevin loses, where like that was the King of the Ring on the line. I think this is more set up for Randy to get a good win and for him to like look good doing it, like with the pump return kick, all that, like to kind of be like, yo, and that's even another reason why I could be setting up the heel Cena versus the babyface Orton. Ain't
and
no
that's
way
the
we need a universe where that happens, bro, before Cena's done. Like,
also to your point, we just got KO versus Cody, right? In the world title match. But we haven't seen Randy Orton I mean, he went against Gunther, but John Cena is in his adversary, and Cody Rhodes is a storyline that's already written itself. It just needs to be told. The teacher and the pupil. So Randy getting this win sets him up for the the May June pay per view PLE World Championship title match. So
yeah. All I know is on that Cena retirement tour, I need to see Cena with his new heel gimmick be like, you kicked my dad in the face. I'm coming back for you. Like, bro, that's one that's gonna be crazy. Potential WrestleMania matches. We got close to it today. Solo versus Jacob. Y'all think it happens in time?
It's WWE, bro. You know
Yeah.
they'll hit the fast forward button quick.
Yeah. And I do think if that happened, Jacob would of course get the win, and like that would kind of be the start of
I
his.
don't care who gets the win. I just think both Jacob and Solo deserve a WrestleMania spot. Jacob came in with the lights as bright as they ever been on a current signee, and he delivered. Solo had to step into a position that not many people could have stepped into. He took criticism, he took negative comments, he took people saying he wasn't it, he should go, and he's cooking now. He, like I said, he even turned me because I was on the train like, yo, Solo just don't connect with me now. I was saying he was the Solo TC. I just think they both deserve the quote unquote WrestleMania moment. And if you haven't seen it, check out the interview on Attitude Era Podcast, this channel you're watching right now with Jacob Fatu and the man, Mr. Breakaway Z, to drop out. They talked for a good 30, 40 minutes and they chopped it up. So real good interview Z got right here on Attitude Era Podcast with Jacob Fatu.
And that was actually before he was signed with WWE. So it's kind of cool if you're interested to hear back. We talk about like how he feels about if he were to ever sign to WWE and stuff like that. So if you want to see that perspective, it's really cool too.
Yeah, I just want them to have a moment. I think they deserve it. I think they earned it. Some people just earn the moment, and these two guys, they definitely earned it this past year.
Yeah, I agree.
sir.
I agree with that.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
I also think don't forget too. Tama Tonga, are they going to do something with these little factions? Because I think the winner of that match also will finally lead the faction, take a faction, and that'd probably be Jacob. I just don't know if there's any faction left though after WrestleMania, because if Roman Reigns isn't talking Bloodline, he's talking OTC, but no followers. So it's kind of weird.
This WrestleMania is going to tell us a lot because I think Jimmy Uso may have a title shot. Jay has a title shot. Roman's in this match. The beef with Solo and Jacob came because Jacob said, "You messed up my title shot, big dog." So it's going to be some gold back in the family, and I think that's going to determine where people go. But if it was Jacob and Tama Tonga Tamaloa, hey, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Right.
I like how they ended up shaping WrestleMania. I feel like I went from being within like a week or two not excited at all to very excited, and I like the match lineup a lot. They have a tendency to do that. You never know where it's going, but like the final boss said, you got to trust the process. Naomi versus Jade, we kind of seen that come into play with Naomi getting some revenge.
You see the black and yellow? Hey, Naomi, I ain't never seen you act like this.
I liked it. I like that we finally seen that side of her, and it wasn't just her Bianca getting her ass whooped and finally
That
getting
was
her
crazy.
revenge. Because I feel like even I had asked y'all before, and y'all were like, I don't know if it leads to that match, but now it has to lead to that match and eventually lead to you got Jay versus Bianca and then Naomi versus Bianca. You know what I mean?
I think Jade needs this win. I think Naomi's in a weird position, a good one, because she could lose, and I don't think it'll hurt her. I don't, you know what I mean. But Jade losing, I think, hurts Jade. You've been gone for mad long. You come out strong.
Absolutely. Jade Cargill has to win, and she
Yeah.
has to look good without winning.
I'll say this: it doesn't hurt Jade if she loses, only if Naomi wins with interference. Like if she gets Jakar and Lash Legend, like let's say if they decide to side with her
Ooh.
and then they cost her the match, that's one way it doesn't hurt Jade if she loses that way.
Yeah, I can see that. That would be fire. I would like that if they do some call ups.
That would, but I think Jade needs a big, clean win just to shut up a lot of the talk.
Yeah,
I just
you
think she
can't
needs
wrestle
it.
people.
Yeah, I think they have it set up
You
for
know,
like
you hit in a tag with Bianca. Bianca carried you. I was calling them hot tag strength spot because that's what the matches were. You get the hot tag strength spot, they win, and Jade didn't spend much time in the ring. So Jade, she's been out. She looks great. I'm pretty sure she's been Church 11 at HP. I'm just being honest. If
Yo,
people
I
go back,
remember that. Yeah, I remember it was like week after week, like
it
man,
was the
hot
same.
tag
They,
straight
they
spot. I'm
were
like,
giving us the
damn.
same match every week. Where Bianca takes the damage, get the hot tag, then Jade does the strength spot, then they win. So Jade needs a good win, and I think it's gonna happen. But I like Naomi. Shout out to the gear she had on, reminded me of Owen Hart. I dug that. Rest in peace to one of my goats. And like I said, I ain't never seen you act like this, but I like it.
yeah. And I think you're right. I think it's kind of set up to give Jade a strong win. I wanna do something. I want to play like almost like a little game. Ask you guys this question. We could tie in this last match that I think might be a potential WrestleMania. But I'm gonna name matches or potential matches. You guys tell me if you think they're gonna be night one or night two, because the only one I think we know is Cena versus Cody. And tell me if you think it'll be opening, low on the card, high on the card, mid card, and if you think they'll be good. So, I mean, this we haven't discussed, but I don't think it's too much boiling. Drew and Damian Priest.
Opening match.
Night one, night two.
Night two.
I say night two also.
I can see that being a night two thing.
Opening match? Okay. I can
Because
see
the
it.
two experienced guys, they're two world champions. You open them up at night one, and you got rookies like Jade, not rookies in a sense, but WWE first time WrestleMania people who don't open the show. It's just it's kind of like
I
disrespectful a
think
little
that's a
bit.
good match to start the night and not raise the bar super high because we've seen when a match comes in and it starts up here, The rest of the show is just because you take everything from the crowd and you gave us everything in the beginning. So I think that's a good opening match. It's not a knock to them. I think that's a great way to start the night for night two, coming off the energy of whatever closes night one, which will probably be CM Punk putting everybody to sleep.
Solo versus Jacob, night 1, night 2.
That's night one.
One.
Yeah, one.
Where you think it's on the card? Low card, closer to the main event, mid.
I'd say
That would
mid.
be a fire opener too, though, low key.
I was low key thinking that like when I was looking at all these, thinking of what would be the opener. Honestly, the two that stood out to me were this one and the one I'll say next, which is Penta versus Breaker. But I think Solo versus Jacob would be a crazy, and it's two like if we're being newer cats in the business who like. I think that would be a crazy opener. I would say that's like a night one opener to get the whole.
Yeah.
And like I said, that sets the bar, but it's not crazy.
Yeah. That triple threat, where y'all think is landing?
Which one? We got two.
Roman, Seth, and CM Punk. Well, we have one of. Well, I guess they're both unofficial, but the Roman, Seth, and CM Punk, where y'all think it's landing?
I think that closes night one.
Closes?
Yeah,
bro. Why did Jay win that Rumble, bro? Why?
But see, that's the thing. Neither one of them. When you talk about Seth, Roman, and Punk, that's your big three. The only two people who are in the category of popularity and like
bro,
is
I forgot
Cody and
Jay
John.
won that Rumble till you just said it.
I think it has to be on night two because the only thing that can beat it is Cena and Cody, but they might have it closed night one, and then realistically, bro, they might open night one with Jay versus Gunther and give him his moment at the beginning. What y'all think?
That's cold-blooded.
Jay Gunther's not closing either night, so
no, I don't agree. Or the women's. I don't think the women are closing any night.
No,
they got
no.
Wait, let's start one at a time. Jay versus Gunther. Where y'all think? Night one, night two?
Night one.
Midnight one.
Midnight one is nasty work. Nasty work.
I'm trying to think what other titles are on the line. Well, all the titles are on the line.
Almost all of them. We don't know anything about the female mid-tier titles. We do know that the women's
Jay has to be on night one. They're not going to defend both men's title in the same night, I don't believe.
No. That's what I'm saying. You got to split them.
Yeah.
Just like the women, you got to split them.
They definitely.
I think Jay could go right before the main event, but
and you know, one men's title, Cena and Cody, that's going to close the show.
Yeah, that's night
and
two.
And you mean to tell me
for sure,
Gunther and Jay Uso don't even close Raw, bro. Yeah. So now they're just gonna mad. We're not used to seeing them close Raw. I'm not being. They haven't closed the Raw.
The title in the pre-show.
They're gonna do this in the same order you see your show because they're not closing the show with people you're not used to seeing close the show. Who always closes the show on Raw? Either Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, or CM Punk.
And if Jay Uso does close night one, he's winning that title. There's no way.
Breaker.
Yeah.
Breaker just closed last night's.
There's no
this
way
past Monday's
stands there with all those kids broken and disappointed.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. WrestleMania is supposed to have a happy ending. So when he won, in my mind, it was okay. So night one is gonna be Jay getting his moment. Like I don't even see. That's why I say the triple threat kind of gotta be on night two.
Jay could open night one, and
or it has to be opening or closing. That's the only.
That's what I think. It's either open or close, but it's gonna be night one.
Crazy. Midnight one is nasty.
Imagine WrestleMania start and then you hear dun then that's Gunther, right? Then that place gonna go crazy. Night one. And I think if he opens, that gives the show enough time to kind of come down, then you can pick it back up.
Yeah.
If they let that happen, right? You might as well tell the world this title don't mean shit. And Jay Uso is now the poster boy for a title that means less than an Intercontinental title, and it's your world because that title hasn't closed the Raw in weeks. That title Braun Breaker defended the IC belt to close the show on Raw, and Penta came out. That's what closed Raw out.
Bro, you
Not
talking
anything.
about people who had Sheamus kick Daniel Bryan and win in 18 seconds at WrestleMania for that title. Like
28. I was there and I missed the match. I was talking to somebody behind me.
Yo,
I was talking to somebody behind me. They started the match. He kissed AJ, got bro kicked. That was it. I missed the whole match. I was there. I was pissed.
Alberto Del Rio, when he won the Royal Rumble and he was going for the World Heavyweight, it opened up.
I could see Jay opening and then they having that getting that out the way. Because that's kind of the dark cloud hanging over WrestleMania, to be honest. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure these are conversations Triple H and them are having right now.
They're like, damn, we should have let Jay win that shit. We should have let Cena win that shit. It would have made more sense for anything else. But let me hit y'all with this one. Naomi versus Jade, day 1, day 2.
That's a filler match, really, at this point, when you talk about the quality of matches.
That's the smoke break?
Yeah.
I feel like whatever night
you go flip the hamburgers over.
Yeah.
Whatever night Rhea, Io, and Bianca are on, it's the other night. I don't think they're gonna put them on the same night.
Yeah, you got to separate them.
They might put that shit on the pre-card.
The free YouTube stream? That's crazy.
They should bring that back. I remember what was that thing they used, that preview guide? And remember
the matches before?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen is Naomi's gonna get a crazy intro. I think she should do Black Light now. Just come on to Black Light. And Jay's gonna have a crazy entrance. You know that for a fact. Yeah, and I think the entrances may be longer than the match. I can see this possibly being a squash down there.
I think you have to hide Jade.
You have to
don't have her putting on. Don't squash match to hide Jade's flaws. I think 10-minute max. You don't want to get the longer the match goes on. Jade is not very technical, and she can't. She's good for the strength spots. She's a brawler more so. Punch kick,
I think she
pick up slam.
I think she's in that bag. I think all that time she had off, she was training, and she's in that bag. She can do it 20, 25
for what?
We're gonna see.
No. She was lifting weights.
It's training for
she
what?
Wasn't working on move sets. She's physiqued her to the gods. And there's nothing wrong with 10-minute matches. Ultimate Warrior was one of the most popular people ever. 10-minute matches. Bill Goldberg, 10-minute matches. We just know
this is the thing. This is the thing. She making her return on WrestleMania. This ain't no house show. This is it. So it has to look good. It has to be good. I could see this being night 1. No, night 2. Put this on night 2.
This is gonna be night 3.
Monday Night Raw.
Hey, low key,
Monday Night Raw. Thank you. I'm happy you caught that.
We said this a few times, but I can see this opening up like night 2, real quick. Like I can see this opening. Or if not a lot of these going around, this is kind of a mid match. I can see them throwing this in the middle. But I got 2 more for y'all. The women's triple threat: Io, Bianca, Rhea. Night 1, night 2.
Night 1.
Yeah, night 1.
Jerry is like channeling the spirits right now to get this answer.
Because I feel like that's the match before one of the main events. I'm just trying to see what night it would be. Like before the event closes, one of them women's matches, whether Tiffany and Charlotte or this triple threat.
Damn,
and
I forgot about that.
Me too.
And Bianca and Rhea have a lot of draw power. Io is really hot. I think this is the match before the main event. I'm just trying to see what night it would be better.
And then you got Charlotte Flair making her return too. So
yeah,
I think the triple threat will be on night 2, and then Tiffany and Charlotte on night 1.
On night 1, and I'm gonna go with that one too. Yeah, I honestly think because the star power of Bianca and Rhea alone is crazy. You add Io to the mix, and then you close the show with John Cena.
Because you want people to come for night 1, but you want them to come back for night 2. So you got to give them a reason to come back. So
yeah. Hey, I went to WrestleMania last year.
2 triple threats on the same night sounds kind of crazy too.
Yeah.
So
I went
night
to
1 is
last year, only day 1. I should have stayed for day 2. I'm telling you, day 2 is where shit gets crazy. But last one I'm gonna ask y'all: Penta versus Breaker, night 1, night 2.
That's night 1.
I don't know.
I
That's
I
night
agree.
think it's the
one. That's
opposite of
night one,
Jacob.
middle of the card. That's when you want to pick the show back
Yeah,
up.
yeah. When you want
Yeah,
the
Brian
yeah.
gonna
I
be
think
hitting them ropes at 30 miles an hour, and Penta gonna be doing this 30 times in the match, and it's gonna be
I
fire.
love it. I love every time he does that.
He came in made, bro. They didn't have to do nothing with him, but teach him what a hard cam was.
Yeah, that's a fact. And it's weird
no,
because I had
it,
said this. I think it took him still a second to get that WWE style.
no, he's still getting it. They're changing his entrance every time he comes out. I don't know if y'all. So his WrestleMania one,
That
it's going to be
little
crazy. The
walk is
walk,
crazy. I've never heard bro talk this much in ever.
bro,
Yeah.
and Braun was actually kind of cold at the moment. He was hot, but then they just stopped having matches for him. It's like you just kind of forgot about him once he got past the Sheamus thing. So I think that hurt him a little bit. But Penta's the perfect person to heat it up.
Bro,
I think they're in the middle of
that
night.
place gonna go crazy with Brian Breaker and Penta.
I think they do that
Mhm.
night one because I think you have an. I mean, what are all the matches? I think you do it. I think if you're smart, you do it the opposite night of Jacob and Solo.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of two potential like class. Even though I think Braun and Penta has way more potential to be classic.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
so let
100%.
me
I'll just be honest.
so let me ask this: even though it is another potential match, if they end up giving Jimmy Uso a U.S. title shot at Mania, does he get that the same night as Jay's?
Yes,
Yeah, because then I think Jay gets his big moment, and then Jimmy comes out and
and
hugs
they
him, bro. Yeah,
So if,
I,
if that's
and
the
they
case, then I feel like you would have to put Penta and Braun Breaker separate. I don't think you should have the U.S. and the IC belt on the same night.
mm,
that's
okay. I agree with
a
that.
good point.
I agree with
That's a good point. I thought, but if I'm gonna be real, I don't think Jimmy's gonna win the belt, even if he gets a shot.
I think Jimmy has a better chance at winning than Jay does.
Nah, I
that.
don't
And they
think
ain't
that.
even make that match. That's what's
I don't think
crazy.
it's a snowball chance in hell that Jay don't win that belt and get his moment, man.
Hold on, what is that? What did I hear? You've got no chance.
No
I,
chance.
no chance. That's what I heard. I heard Vince McMahon's theme song when you said that shit. I don't know if y'all heard it. I heard it.
The no chance in hell. And with that, I think we could tap out on that weekly recap. Hey, we gonna be back next week to show y'all everything that's happening in wrestling. Make sure y'all tune into the page. We got some great interviews. Make sure y'all tune into the Patreon. We got some dope exclusive content. This is gonna be out early. It's gonna be out tomorrow for everyone on Patreon, and then it's gonna be out later for everyone. So make sure y'all tap in and follow everyone. Break a Wish Foundation. We coming for that number 17. Attitude Era podcast.
Yeah.